question in the chat referencing ranging skills or other poker skills for any low stakes player. It sounds like learning how to make quote unquote good generalizations about population tendencies is worth more than incrementally improving some aspect of our own game. Is that a reasonable overview? I think the perspective shift again is that I don't see them as different, because the aspect of your game that you're looking to improve, if you're going about it in the most incentivized way, is actually to understand the environment better. Like, that is the aspect of my game that is most crucial to me. How much vision do I have over how the environment operates? Because and this is such a huge shift. I'd love to get this across like in as succinct a way as possible. You're not separate from the environment. You've never been. So to isolate yourself is what the theory-oriented approach gave us in a way. It put us in a shell and made it appear as if there was an aspect or aspects of our game that were improving that interacted independently from our environment. But really, and I talk about like example of like Mayweather constantly being on the counterpunch, and it seems like he's in a defensive orientation as a fighter, but he's actually in a highly calibrated aggressive mode. It's the same thing. I mean, when you become extremely sensitive to the environment, you're like a chameleon to the environment, meaning that all of your actions and intentions are actually driven by the incentive of the environment. So you don't have aspects of your game that you're improving anymore. In a way you do if you're still in a theory-oriented mode of trying to improve in that sense. And there's a place for that. There's a place for understanding equilibrium. Um, there's a place for understanding simplified applications of balance. But when it comes to where the rubber meets the road, suddenly all of the aspects that you're trying to improve upon are directly related to how the environment's interacting with you. The environment is dictating the aspects that are most important for you to hone. So this is where hotspot mass database analysis really starts to take flight, because for the first time your attention is solely being directed toward how the environment is incentivizing you to take a certain strategy, which is actually the most accurate way you could go about it. Um, so I think it's a really good question, and I'm glad I can answer it from a level of going one paradigm up with it, because I think those are the most high quality answers, where the answer is not, the question is not answered directly, it's sort of conquered through achieving higher relevance and seeing that the question is actually flawed, because we're not separate. We're not doing something separate to improve our game. Our game is directly improved by understanding where the environment is incentivizing us to move in one direction or the other. And that's something that's in constant flux in every line and every hand. And it's why the guys that understand the most about database analysis are going to be the ones that I think conquer these types of limits, like small stakes through high stakes, where the pool is large enough and vacuumed enough and lazy enough that you can consistently deploy these types of exploits with really good success.